The life of the Dalai Lama. The lights were bright, the applause was loud, and the world expected another celebrity to step forward. But this time it was different. At the Grammy Awards, the honor for Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling Recording was awarded to a man who doesn't sing, doesn't perform, and doesn't seek fame. At nearly 90 years old, Dalai Lama won a Grammy not for entertainment but for wisdom. The award was given for meditations, reflections of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, a work that carries messages of compassion, mindfulness, and inner peace. In a world overwhelmed by noise, his calm voice was finally heard and honored. But who is the man behind this voice? To understand this moment, we must travel far back in time to a small village hidden in the Himalayas. On July 6, 1935, in the quiet village of Taksar in northeastern Tibet, a child was born to a simple farming family. There were no celebrations, no signs of destiny, only snow covered mountains, stone houses, and a peaceful rural life. The child was named Lamo Dondo, a name that means wish fulfilling goddess. His parents were ordinary people. They grew crops, raised animals, and lived close to the land. Nothing about this child suggested that history was already looking for him. But destiny, it seems, is often quiet at first. In Tibetan Buddhism, death is not the end, it is a transition. When the 13th Dalai Lama passed away, monks began a sacred search, guided by visions, omens, and ancient rituals. Their journey led them across mountains and villages until they arrived at the home of young Lamo Dondu. There something extraordinary happened. The child calmly identified personal belongings of the previous Dalai Lama, objects he had never seen before. The monks had found who they were searching for. At just 2 years old, Lama Dondu was recognized as the 14th Dalai Lama and given a new name, Tenzin Gyatso, meaning Ocean of Wisdom. His childhood ended early. Taken to Lhasa, the young Dalai Lama entered a life of discipline and learning. While other children played, he studied philosophy, logic, debate, ethics, and meditation. His days were filled with scriptures, his nights with reflection. Yet, despite the seriousness of his role, he remained curious, warm, and playful. He later described himself as an ordinary child, sometimes lazy, often mischievous, but always eager to learn. Little did he know the world outside the monastery was changing fast. In the early 1950s, Tibet faced a powerful force. China asserted control over the region, and political tension escalated rapidly. At just 15 years old, the Dalai Lama was forced into full leadership. A child monk suddenly carried the weight of a nation. He chose dialogue over defiance, peace over confrontation. He even traveled to China, hoping for coexistence and understanding. But the situation continued to worsen. In March 1959, Lhasa erupted in protest. Fear spread quickly. Intelligence reports warned that the Dalai Lama's life was in danger. Disguised as a soldier, he escaped under the cover of darkness. For nearly 2 weeks, he crossed the frozen Himalayas on foot, through snow, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Behind him, he left his homeland. Ahead of him, an unknown future. India welcomed the Dalai Lama with compassion. In Dharamshala, he began rebuilding what was lost, not territory but identity. He established schools, monasteries, and a democratic government in exile. Tibetan culture survived not through force but through preservation. Exile did not break him, it redefined him. Many expected anger, instead, he chose non violence. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, he believed hatred only multiplies suffering. His philosophy was simple yet radical. Peace must begin within. Even in loss, he refused to hate. Over time, the world began to listen. He spoke at universities, parliaments, and global forums. His message was universal. compassion beyond religion. He taught that happiness is a skill, that kindness is strength, and that humanity is one family. In 1989, the world honored his commitment to peace. The Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to the Dalai Lama for choosing dialogue over distraction. He accepted it not as a victory, but as a responsibility. Unlike many spiritual leaders, he welcomed science. He engaged with neuroscientists and psychologists, exploring consciousness, emotion, and the mind. He believed truth has no enemy, not even science. In 2011, he made a historic decision. He stepped away from political authority, handing leadership to an elected government. Power, he believed, should serve people, not rule them. His life has not been free of controversy, political tension, debates over Tibet, questions about his successor. Yet, through it all, his message never changed: compassion first, always. Decades later, his voice found a new medium. The Grammy winning album didn't entertain, it healed. It reminded the world that silence can speak, that wisdom can travel through sound. He often says he is just a simple monk, but history tells a greater story. A man without a nation became a guide for humanity. A voice without force changed the world, and even today, that voice continues to remind us: be kind whenever possible, it is always possible.